Sasha's farewell, Michael's reckoning, and the door left ajar, a new chapter in General Hospital's emotional legacy **** in the ever-turbulent world of General Hospital. Few characters have embodied both resilience and vulnerability quite like Sasha. Her journey, often marked by unspeakable heartbreak and moments of radiant strength, reached a poignant turning point on July 18 when Sasha Gilmore Corbin, played by Sophia Matson, made a quiet but powerful exit from Port Charles. The departure was orchestrated with a sense of dignity and grace, as Jason Morgan, stepping into his role not just as protector but as quiet redeemer, ensured Sasha and young Daisy could begin anew far from the chaos that had long haunted their lives. Their destination, the sun-kissed countryside of France, a world away from the turmoil they left behind. This transition signified more than just a character stepping off screen. It represented a thematic closing of a painful chapter and the tentative beginning of something healing and unknown. What made this exit all the more compelling, however, was the choice of destination and the person waiting at its end, Robert Scorpio. In a move both poetic and intimate, Sasha has settled into Robert's home, finally taking the time to connect with the man she had only recently discovered to be her father. Robert, once a spy drenched in shadows and danger, now finds himself embracing a quieter life, one colored by the laughter of a grandchild he never knew and the presence of a daughter who came into his life not with fanfare but with open wounds. Robert's emotional evolution, from hardened WSB agent to tentative patriarch, has been nothing short of remarkable. His relationship with Holly Sutton, another iconic name within the General Hospital legacy, has also taken on new dimension as they join forces not for espionage, but for parenting and peace. Together, the trio, Robert, Holly, and Sasha, along with little Daisy, form a makeshift family pieced together from fragments of pain and longing. In many ways, this odd constellation of characters reveals the show's enduring message: even among the ruins, there can be love, redemption, and rebirth. For fans of the show, Sasha's exit was bittersweet. It felt complete, emotionally resonant, narratively justified, yet it also triggered a ripple of yearning. After all, Sasha's story is not one that neatly fits into finality. The scars she bears, the love she has lost, and the strength she has cultivated all hint at a journey not ending, but merely pausing. And perhaps no one exemplifies that suspended narrative more than Michael Corinthos. For years, Michael and Sasha have danced around fate. At times united, at others torn apart by grief, misunderstanding, or outside forces, they have nonetheless shared an unshakable emotional tether. The birth of Daisy, their unspoken confessions, and their brief attempts at reconciliation all suggested a deep, unresolved connection. Rory Gibson's portrayal of Michael, since stepping into the role, has brought renewed energy and sensitivity to the character, something not lost on Matson herself. In a recent interview with TV Insider, Matson confessed her admiration for their on-screen chemistry, noting the warm reception from fans and her personal hope that Michael and Sasha might reunite someday. "I've had such a positive response to our chemistry since Rory took on the role," Matson shared. "Who knows what the future holds? I'm all for Sasha and Michael reuniting one day." That lingering hope speaks volumes. Not just of the actress's perspective, but of the space the writers have intentionally left open. Unlike many exits in soap operas, which close doors with loud slams or permanent erasure, Sasha's departure felt more like a whispered goodbye, the kind you give someone when you believe you'll meet again, even if neither of you knows when. It is this quiet tension that defines Michael's current arc. With Sasha and Daisy gone, he is left in a reflective limbo. The world around him continues to churn, business pressures, family expectations, and moral dilemmas loom as always, but inside, Michael is a man quietly reckoning with loss. Not just the loss of Sasha as a physical presence, but the loss of the future he once imagined. The empty room where Daisy used to laugh, the silence after dinner where Sasha once sat, the subtle absences that form grief's most unbearable form, all of it reshapes Michael in ways that are just beginning to unfold on screen. Yet even in this ache, there is potential. The absence of Sasha may serve as a narrative crucible for Michael, forcing him to grow in new, perhaps surprising ways. He has always been a character caught between responsibility and desire, between the expectations of the Corinthos name and the gentler impulses of his heart. Now, with Sasha gone, he must confront which version of himself he will choose to be. Will he double down on control and business legacy? Or will he begin to seek again that life of emotional fulfillment and personal truth he once found possible with Sasha? The door is left ajar. That is the undeniable truth at the heart of this storyline. In her exit interview, Sophia Mattsson made clear that her journey with General Hospital may not be over. While she celebrates this chapter's close and embraces her own life outside of the show, including her real-life journey into motherhood, she has not ruled out a return. In fact, Mattsson even hinted at the allure of joining another long-running series, acknowledging that daytime television offers one of the most rewarding and consistent environments for actors. Being on a long-running series is one of the best jobs an actor can do, Mattsson noted, leaving fans wondering whether Sasha's story may one day continue either in Port Charles, or somewhere equally compelling. And if not as Sasha, then perhaps in a role that continues her powerful legacy as a performer capable of turning pain into poetry and drama into depth. It is perhaps fitting that in a world where characters often leave in handcuffs, coffins, or chaos, Sasha's goodbye was defined by gentleness. She left not out of scandal or scandalous betrayal, but out of a need for healing. That rare serenity is, in some ways, more jarring than an explosive send-off. It lingers. It invites questions. And most importantly, it encourages viewers to hold on, to remember that in soap operas, much like in life, the end is often only the beginning of something we can't yet see. Back in Port Charles, the narrative threads remain taut with tension. Michael continues to live beneath the shadow of what was, Nina struggles with the guilt she still carries for her actions toward Sasha, and Sonny remains torn between family loyalty and his own fractured ethics. Carly, too, has been deeply affected, recognizing in Sasha's departure the echo of her own missteps as a mother and the warning signs she may have missed. And yet, despite the layered turmoil, there remains hope. Hope that Sasha, healed and whole, may one day return. Hope that Michael will rise, not in power, but in heart. Hope that Daisy, growing up in the French countryside, will someday learn the full, complicated truth of the world she was born into. And the courage her mother showed in walking away from it. As General Hospital continues to evolve, these emotional undercurrents promise to shape the weeks ahead. With Sophia Mattsson's graceful exit and the emotional resonance of Sasha's farewell, the show has once again demonstrated its remarkable ability to mix closure with continuity, heartbreak with hope. And for those who followed Sasha's journey from her earliest heartbreaks to her hard-won strength, this isn't just a goodbye. It's a promise that no character, no matter how far they roam, is ever truly gone from Port Charles, or from the hearts of the viewers who watched them grow.